All right, welcome back to Attack the Pack. Here we're doing the schedule review, and we're on to week number 4. And as stated previously, oh, by the way, boom, Attack the Pack. Thought I forgot, I didn't. As stated previously, we're doing primetime games that everybody have a chance to view. And I haven't said this yet in our videos, but I'm going to say it now. Go ahead, and if you haven't, subscribe to our channel down there somewhere over there. Just log in up there. Can't get my hand on screen. There we go. Log in up there and then subscribe down there. Whatever. Leave a comment. What's up? attackthepack@gmail.com. Anyway, so we're on to week 4, and the first game we're going to look at is a classic division rivalry: Ravens versus Steelers. It's a classic slobber knocker. And one guy on the forums thinks the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl, Joe.
Yeah.
Thinks they're going to go about 14-2. Okay. I mean, they're gonna. I don't doubt they'll probably get 10 double-digit wins, but all right. I guess he thinks Justin Forsett's gonna be the league MVP or no, he'll be the rushing title winner next year. I guess. I've gone on record saying I don't think Justin Forsett is as good as his numbers say. I think that was product of a really good system. Marshall Yonda is a fucking beast on that line, and a lot of those rushes went behind his big fat ass. So, hey, that's a compliment, son. Alright, so I think there's a reason why the guy hasn't gotten a chance as long as he's been in the league. You don't wait 9 years to finally have a 1,200-yard season. So I think if you gave somebody with some real chops, put them behind that line, I think they could bust out and have a DeMarco Murray type season, but I don't think it's going to be Justin Forsett. And honestly, I don't see Justin ever getting more than 1,200 yards in a season. He might break 1,000 again this year, but you know how it is, man. For those Cinderella stories, they come out and they had that one good year, and then pretty much after that, everybody's got him figured out. So we'll see if he's the real deal or not. Hey, he could prove me wrong. I'd be happy to admit it. But so that's going to be a classic little slobber knocker. See how the Steelers' defense is revamped. Got Bud Dupree. See if Jarvis Jones steps up. Of course, Ben Roethlisberger. Hell, he had 2 500-yard, 5-touchdown games last year. Back-to-back weeks. So, damn. Fancy. You know what I'm saying? Moving on, we also got primetime Cowboys versus Saints. With the offensive power the Cowboys have, if they can get that running game going, if DeMarco Murray truly was partially a product of the system, when I say that I mean, he would probably get 1,000 to 1,200 yards in any other system, but he got 18 in this one because of the offensive line and whatnot. So was he, a product of the system, or do they get Joseph Randle or Darren McFadden or somebody rolling in this offense, plus Tony Romo, plus Dez Bryant, plus Terrence Williams, plus Jason Witten, that quietly explosive offensive group they have in Dallas, versus that Rob Ryan defense, which historically, mind you, the reason why the Cowboys fired his ass, great first year, mediocre to bad second year, really fucking terrible third year. This is his third year. That Saints D, if history repeats itself, is going to be nasty, scary, and I ain't talking about like I'm afraid of your ass. I'm talking about like you're gonna be a laughingstock. I mean, they got all the talent there. You got your Cam Jordan, you got your Junior Gillette, you got your Kenny Vaccaro, you got your Jarius Byrd. I think they even got I think they still got Malcolm Jenkins, and of course they have some other players, Studley on defense. But you got all these pieces. I mean, come on, that should be one of the scariest back ends in football. And they were a joke last year. Even before Bird blew his ACL and was gone for the season, he was getting burnt bad. So that'll be interesting. Any thoughts on that, Joe?
Could be blowout. Could be a lot of points.
It could be.
Two quarterbacks who like to chunk the ball up.
I mean, the Saints have come on record saying they've noticed Drew Brees' deterioration in his ability, and they believe that has led to some interceptions. And then also, of course, the re-signing of Mark Ingram, the acquiring of C.J. Spiller, looks like they're going to be a real pounding ground kind of team this year. So I don't know if we're going to see as many points from the Saints as we have in past years. Plus, they got rid of Jimmy Graham, guy who don't like to block.
So I still don't know if this year I still see them as a ground and pound team that's gonna punish the defense.
Well, we will see.
Maybe Spiller. What have we really seen out of Ingram?
He would have went over 1,000 yards had he stayed healthy. Dude, he fucking torched us. He is the reason we moved Clay Matthews inside.
Okay, that's not saying a whole lot. You see our defense in the first half?
Bro, I think he almost had 200 yards rushing against us.
Yeah, we can make mediocre players look really good.
And when you consider he only had like 900 something, that's like, a big chunk. That's like a fifth of his rushing yards. But,
I mean, we made Matt Ryan look really good last year.
Julio Jones made Matt Ryan look really good. What was that, like 250 yards?
Something like that.
Anyways.
We digress.
Yeah. All right, so the last game is going to be interesting in week 4. We are still in week 4, right?
Yep.
Damn, this is going to take a while. All right, so week 4, we got Lions versus the Seahawks. And the question here, Joe, is will Matthew Stafford finally realize his potential, or is he going to continue to keep bailing on and looking for Megatron?
Dude, you got a freaking howitzer attached to your body. Use it. None of this little, I'm going to throw my little sidearm shit right to the defense. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, let's not lie. Any quarterback who's got Kelvin Johnson
Gonna look better.
is going to use him as a security blanket. But look at all the other targets you have to throw to.
Brandon
Golden
Pettigrew.
Tate. Yeah, Brandon Pettigrew.
Eric Ebron.
Ebron, if he breaks out this year.
Which they're saying he's looking good.
You got some.
Plus, Amir Abdullah is a pass-catching threat out of the backfield.
You got some mammoth targets to throw the ball to.
Try hitting one of them. Seriously though, as a fan of the game, hopefully Stafford finally, realizes his potential and proves worthy of that #1 overall selection. I mean, it's great when you throw 5,000 yards, but when Calvin Johnson has like 2,500 of them, I mean, it kind of tells you where your offense is headed, But,
And I mean, when you think about it, though,
hey,
they put 3 guys on him, and he still comes down with the ball. So,
hey, unless you got a 6'6" defensive back who can run a 4.2 940, I think there's gonna be anybody that's gonna be able to cover him one-on-one. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for us for week 4. Interesting games and stories to follow as you progress through the regular season. All right, so we're going to end it here and come on back for week 5.